Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a what's in my bag video. I don't really know if these are popular anymore or if people watch these anymore, but I was inspired to make this video because I was watching some older what's in my bag videos by some other ASMR artists, and I just wanted to film one, so I hope you enjoy this video. I do have a bit of a cold today, so I do have my coffee next to me, so just in case you see me taking a sip of that, that is why I am, because I don't want to be coughing throughout this whole video. I want to try to make it relaxing as possible. So let's just get started with what is in my bag. I'm going to take a little sip first. Okay, so this is my purse. It is a bit messy, it's a bit worn. I have had this purse for 5 years now. I used to never wear a backpack as a purse, but once I had my daughter, it definitely became a necessity because it's when you have a toddler, it's nice to have your hands free so you can stop them from getting hurt or stop them from running away or whatever you have to do. So that is why I have a backpack purse. But here's the purse again. It has 2 pockets on each side, 2 zip-up pockets in the front, and then a large pocket in the back where I keep the majority of my things. So first I'm going to go through these front 2 pockets, and then I'll go through the large pocket. So I did not clean out my purse or anything. I just grabbed it and brought it in here. So we'll see what's inside. So actually, what's this? So the first thing I have is some headphones, and I keep these in my bag so I can wear them at work or really just anytime I need some headphones in public. I do have wireless headphones, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't love them, especially if I have to wear them at work because they just don't really last that long. So I just keep these so I can use these all day if I need to and not have to worry about charging or anything like that. And that was all that I was actually in that first pocket. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. There is a little cough drop in there too. A little Ricola with the liquid center. I love these. They really help you if you have a cough. Okay, and the next zip up. Oh, there's actually nothing in there either. So that was all for these first 2 pockets, and there really isn't any. There's nothing in these pockets. Honestly, the side pockets, I used to keep any kind of trash that my daughter gives me, so I don't really keep anything in there. Okay, so now we're getting into the main section of the purse. So I will just go through and show you what is in here. So the first thing I have is my phone case. My phone is not in here currently because I am filming on it, so that is why it's not in here. But this is my phone case. There it is. It is a wallet phone case, and I absolutely love that because if I don't want to carry my big purse or anything, I can just grab this, stick it in my coat pocket or my pants pocket, and there you go. That's it. So this is all you really need if you have one of these, and that is why I love these. The only problem with this color is I am constantly losing my phone. This color laying on anything in my house is basically invisible. So, I do love the wallet phone case, but I do need to get a new one that is brighter, so I am not constantly losing my phone. And here's my little poppet. I'm not sure what these are called, but I thought it went with I like the flowers. I thought it went with my phone color. There's my phone case, the first thing in my bag. The next thing is actually a body spray from Bath & Body Works. I do not normally keep these big sprays in my purse. However, this one is almost gone. So I just kept it in, I just threw it in there in case I needed to use it or wanted to use it. And this is a fall fragrance from Bath & Body Works. And I absolutely loved the smell of this. It's called Sunrise Woods. Let's see, the fragrant notes are creamy sandalwood, sweet berries, cozy cashmere. It says, embark on a journey through the scenic autumn countryside where timeless elegance surrounds your senses. But yeah, I just feel like this smells so sweet and good, and I just love this. So this is the scent I'm currently using, and I just throw this in my bag if I need a spray or anything like that. So there's that. Let's see. The next thing I have in here is actually a little crossbody bag, and I started keeping this in my purse kind of as before I got my wallet phone case. So I was using this to just grab out of my bag if I didn't feel like carrying my big purse. This has a lot of my chapsticks in, and I carry a lot of chapsticks because I cannot stand when my lips are dry, and I am also constantly losing chapsticks. So I just started putting them in here, and it does help me to kind of keep track of them, but I do have a lot. So I'll show you them. The first one I have is actually the Laneige lip mask. And I do like this. I feel like it is pretty moisturizing. I usually use this at night, but I don't actually know why I threw it in my purse because I usually only use it at night. But I must have thrown it in because I was like almost out of my chapstick or something. But so I do. I like this one. Laneige, I think. The next one is Strawberry Carmex, which I love Carmex. It's honestly what I use the most. The other ones I have basically are because I couldn't find Carmex. So here's Strawberry Carmex. And then I also have a Cherry Carmex. But most of the time I really like to use the medicated one. I just feel like that one works the best. But I couldn't find that last time, so I do have a Blistex medicated mint. And I have to say, I honestly do like this. I just feel like when I switch from Carmex, I have to use the chapstick way more often. Like my lips are constantly feeling dry if I don't use Carmex. So I'm not sure why that is, but I just love it. Here's a little Blistex. And then this one I actually got for my daughter, but she doesn't really wear lip gloss, so I ended up just kind of using it myself. And it is a frosted milk cam lip gloss. And this is a squashmallow lip gloss. And I thought it was kind of like a gimmick at first when I saw this at Ulta. But honestly, it works pretty good. So, I have been using it. But it just has that little squashmallow kitty on it. I think is his name Tony Molly? Tony Molly? I don't know anything about Squashmallow, so if that's not his name, I'm sorry. There's that Squashmallow lip gloss. And this one is unopened, but this is a Jack Black Intense Lip Therapy. And I really like these two, actually. They do work pretty good. I have this one that I already have opened, another mint, and then I also have a shea butter one, and they all work pretty good. I like them. So here's that, and then I just have a baggie full of like flossers, and that's just in case me or anyone needs one when we're out, like to dinner or just, out and about and you need a little floss. So there's that. And then I just keep some tissues, of course, always need those. And then I do have a bunch of gum, and they are just loosely in here because my container that they were in just spilled all over the place. So I just stuck them all in this little bag. And then I just also have a mini Cookie Bites antibacterial hand gel. And this is also from Bath & Body Works. Normally, I only buy regular Purell hand sanitizer. I never really cared for the Bath & Body Works ones. However, my daughter cannot stand the smell of Purell or regular hand sanitizer. It actually makes her like gag. So I had to start buying ones that had a nice smell. So she helped me pick this. So that's why it is a mini cookie. What else? Do I have anything else in here? Oh. And then I just have the original Carmex as well. So as you can see, I use a lot of lip gloss, or lip balm too. Like I said, I cannot stand the feeling of my lips being dry or chapped. It drives me crazy. So I'm just going to put everything back in there. And that was all that is inside this little bag that I keep inside my bigger purse. Okay, and that is all for my mini purse. Let's see, the next thing I have in here is another hand sanitizer, and this is what I also got because it actually smells really good. It does smell like cookies, but I think it's supposed to smell like coconut. But this is another one I got because my daughter doesn't like the smell of hand sanitizer, so it's a little sun bum. And then I have my glasses because I do wear glasses. I have contacts in now. Here they are. Just right here. if you wear contacts, you know that sometimes they can get dry or uncomfortable or who knows what happens to them. But I always just like to keep my glasses with me in case I'm driving and my contacts start to bother me. I always have a backup because you do not want to be left without your glasses, that's for sure. And then of course I have a hairbrush. This is the oldest hairbrush probably anyone's ever had in their purse. I have had this hairbrush in my purse since middle school, and it still works really good, and so I just never have wanted to buy a new one. So, just stays in my purse all the time since middle school. I have a Tide pen because I drink a lot of coffee. And whenever I go anywhere wearing a nice white shirt, I always get coffee on it. So I have got to have this, or else all of my clothes would be ruined with coffee stains. Or, anything. So that's why I have to have, it's very important for me to have a Tide pen. And then I just have a mirror. I won't show it because you don't want to see. There you go. Alright, then I have some Morris & Co. Shea Hand Butter. The scent is primrose and fennel. It is lightly scented hand cream with vitamin E, cocoa butter, shea butter, aloe vera extract, jojoba oil, macadamia oil for velvety, soft feeling hands. This is a very good hand cream. I'm not gonna lie, I don't love the fennel smell in it, but it's not too bad, so I use it still because I don't want to waste it. But it does have this really nice pattern on it. And then I have, this is a tiny first aid kit. Because when you have children, you never know when you'll need a little first aid kit. It has a gauze, a little fabric tape, some tiny band-aids, and a big, what is this? A big woven sponge, it says. I really need to put normal band-aids back in, but you can tell I've had to use this, so there are no normal size band-aids left. But I would say this is very important to have if you have toddlers or young children. This has come in handy so many times for friends or myself. I actually have a bigger first aid kit in my car that I use to kind of fill this up. I got off Amazon and it comes with everything in it. If you don't have a first aid kit, I would go to Amazon and type in first aid kit. They have this blue fabric one that comes with anything you could need, and it is great to have and to keep in your glove box. But here's my little purse first aid kit. Then I just have my normal wallet. And this anymore, I just keep like insurance cards or things you don't need all the time, but you do need. So I have this in here safe in my purse, protected, but I don't have to carry it with me everywhere. So that is very nice and handy. And I love this little wallet. It's actually RFID protected. So I think that's cool for such a little wallet, and I really like this wallet. some Tums. I don't need Tums often, but it's just nice to always have some in case you need them while you're out. You know, if you're on a date night or something, you don't want to feel uncomfortable, so I just carry some Tums with me in case I need them or anybody else needs them. And I think I also have the same thing for some Advil. I have ulcerative colitis, so I can only take Advil. I cannot take ibuprofen. So I like to carry this around with me, so I always have it because some people don't have Advil. So. Okay, I think that is everything that was in my bag today. I hope you still enjoy what's in my bag videos. I know I do. So I'm sure, I hope there's some people out there that still like those. If you liked the video and you'd like to stay up to date on my current videos or watch my past videos, please subscribe. That really helps the channel out. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you in the next one.